From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
The All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now the latest news.
Kylie Conway has all the news you need to know.
And more.
Please stand by.
This episode of News 8 Daily 8 is presented by Downtown Indy.
Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is the News 8 Daily 8 for Tuesday, November 17th. A cooler day today with highs in the 40s. We will see plenty of sunshine and only get warmer as the week goes on. Staggering and tragic. That's how pediatricians are describing the number of children diagnosed with the coronavirus in the United States. The American Academy of Pediatrics and the Children's Hospital Association released new data. It shows children make up about 11.5% of the total cases in the country. Since the beginning of the pandemic, more than 1 million children have tested positive for COVID-19. The group say that includes nearly 112,000 cases from last week alone. That is substantially higher than in any previous week. Pediatricians say the U.S. urgently needs a new nationwide strategy to control the pandemic. The president of the AAP said in a statement, "We haven't seen a virus flash through our communities in this way since before we had vaccines for measles and polio." Indiana is reporting more than 2,300 new coronavirus cases among students. According to the State Health Department, 8,217 students have been diagnosed with COVID-19. A total of 1,685 teachers and 1,971 staff members have also tested positive for the virus. And Indiana's key coronavirus numbers all keep climbing: testing positivity, hospitalizations, and case counts. State and local leaders make many of their decisions on the positivity rate. The latest firm number is 11.7%, but that's from a week ago. Preliminary numbers suggest it's significantly higher now. Hospitalizations are up again, with 2,768 people admitted. Worst day so far. Cases are up 5,218, most for any Monday update during the crisis. We've passed the 250,000 mark in total cases. 26 more deaths bring the state to 4,686 confirmed deaths so far. And Marion County health officials are asking people to pre-register before getting a COVID-19 test. According to the health department, an increase in coronavirus cases is leading to longer wait times. We spoke to people who say they had to wait days after registering to get a test and then several more days to get the results. To register for a free COVID-19 test through the Marion County Health Department, you can visit the website or call. We have all of that information on wishtv.com. And right now, there is a call out for more local vaccine volunteers. Researchers at the IU School of Medicine are looking to enroll 1,000 more people into the AstraZeneca study. The school is already studying more than 3,000 people who signed up to volunteer in September. And researchers plan to give new information today on the current numbers and the future plans. AstraZeneca has said it hopes to show its vaccine is effective by the end of the year. The first two companies to show early results, Moderna and Pfizer, both report effectiveness of 90% or better. And President-elect Joe Biden is warning of dire consequences if the incoming administration doesn't receive information about the coronavirus vaccination plan.
More people may die if we don't coordinate.
There's currently no communication on that front because the General Services Administration has yet to recognize that Biden won the election. Biden called the vaccine distribution a huge undertaking and said the lack of cooperation could be a major setback.
They say they have this warp speed program that not only dealt with getting vaccines, but also how to distribute this. If we have to wait until January 20th to start that planning, it puts us behind over a month and a half.
The president-elect is set to receive a national security briefing today. A transition official says it will feature a team of diplomatic, intelligence, and defense experts. And this morning, there is Republican pushback to President Trump's Middle East troop plans. U.S. officials say Trump will issue an order this week, bringing hundreds of troops back from Iraq and Afghanistan. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is breaking with Trump on the timing and scope of the move, saying a large pullout risks humiliating the United States and could make its enemies more powerful. Right now, there are at least 4,500 troops in Afghanistan and 3,000 in Iraq. The Trump plan calls for leaving a residual force of about 2,500 in each. And Central Indiana could be the only home for March Madness next year. The NCAA is talking with the city and state leaders about Indianapolis hosting the entire Division I men's basketball tournament. If that happens, 68 teams would play 67 games over 3 weeks. It's not a done deal, but an NCAA source tells News 8 a decision may be finalized in the next month. Here's what the organization's top basketball executive says about the possibility.
We've got really good working relationships and great support from the Hoosier State. We think that may be our best option if we can work out all the important details around competition venues, practice sites, hotel arrangements, medical resources that are all very available here in Indianapolis. So that's our hope, but we still have a long way to go to finalize all that.
There's no list of gyms yet, but clear possibilities include Lucas Oil Stadium, Bankers Life Fieldhouse, Hinkle Fieldhouse, and the Coliseum at the Fairgrounds. UIndy and Marion also have college-level facilities. Indianapolis could also follow the model of the NBA bubble and set up courts in the convention center space.
Searching for a romantic summer getaway? Escape with Rich Girl Summer, the new Audible original from Lily Chu. The exquisitely talented Philippa Sue, returning to narrate her 5th Lily Chu title. This time, Philippa is joined by her real-life husband, Stephen Pasquale. Set in Toronto's wealthy cottage country, aka the Hamptons of Canada, Rich Girl Summer follows the story of Valerie, a down-on-her-luck event planner posing as a socialite's long-lost daughter, while piecing together the secrets surrounding a mysterious family and falling deeper and deeper in love with the impossibly hard-to-read and infuriatingly handsome family assistant, Nico. Caught between pretending to belong and unexpectedly finding where she truly fits in, Valerie learns her summer is about to get far more complicated than she ever planned. She's in over her head and head over heels. Listen to Rich Girl Summer now on Audible. Go to audible.com/richgirlsummer.
And two people who've lived inside the NBA restart bubble say an NCAA Final Four bubble will not be an easy task. We spoke with the public address announcer for the Pacers, Tim Sinclair, and the team's stats expert, Jeff Sherman. They say there are some key differences from the pros. Instead of 22 NBA teams, there could be 68 college teams. That means more meals, hotel rooms, basketball courts, and testing. On the other hand, only 67 games are needed compared to the number of the pros played. The two say March Madness is what some players have looked forward to their whole lives. Sinclair and Sherman say that could be a powerful motivator for everyone to follow the rules.
I can see if there's one city that could pull it off, it's Indianapolis. I have no doubt in my mind.
I think the hardest part of all of it is going to be making sure kids are doing what you want them to do. I hope most of them understand what's on the line here.
Everyone who went to the NBA bubble had to be in strict isolation in their hotel room for a week before they could leave. And Hurricane Iota made landfall along the coast of Nicaragua overnight. It's a massive storm. It's bringing hours of pounding rain, whipping winds to the same part of Central America already battered by Hurricane Eta less than 2 weeks ago. It was a Category 4 when it made landfall on the coast of Nicaragua. Landfall was just 15 miles south of Hurricane Eta. Iota is the 30th named storm of the season, which is a record, and there are still 2 more weeks to go in hurricane season. It is significantly weakening as it travels across Central America, but substantial rainfall is expected in regions that still haven't recovered from Eta. The International Space Station welcomes a new crew. The SpaceX Dragon capsule docked at the station overnight, and the 3 astronauts who were already on board greeted the new team.
And so we are so excited to be here. We are humbled, and we are excited to be a part of this great expedition. And so we are looking forward to the next 6 months and can't wait to get started.
3 of the new arrivals are American. The 4th is from Japan. Another Dragon capsule is slated to bring new crew members in spring. Now to business headlines. Angie's List parent company, Angie Home Services, benefited from the pandemic and people staying home to do home projects. With more people at home during the COVID-19 pandemic, the demand for home improvement services has boomed. Though demand for home services on its platform has soared, supply from service providers remains constrained, affecting the company's financial performance. WW, formerly known as Weight Watchers, launched its My WW Plus program, focusing on helping users increase their activity levels, achieve better sleep, and avoid stress eating. This comes at a time when some Americans remain distressed over the pandemic, and as cases surge and the cold weather encroaches, also more people are being forced to stay indoors, which can put an end to a normal exercise routine. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg and Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey are scheduled to appear before Congress today in a virtual hearing. The hearing was scheduled after Twitter and Facebook banned or limited the reach of a New York Post story about Joe Biden's son, whose computers seem to show deals with foreign companies. Some are calling for the platforms to be broken up. Airbnb plans to go public even though the pandemic has decimated its business. The company was down 19% from its revenue the year prior. The company said it does plan to trade under the symbol ABNB on the NASDAQ. And Cinnabon announced that starting today, its popular frosting will be available to purchase by the pint. The company made the announcement on Instagram. Cinnabon's website also released a series of recipes to use with the frosting, including frosting-filled cookies, frosting swirled brownies, and even frosting-topped sweet potatoes. Here's a pro tip. You can find the recipe online and make it yourself as well. All right, the United States Postal Service's Operation Santa will have a digital option this year. The 108-year-old program, which started yesterday, fulfills wish lists for families and children in need. And for the first time, gift givers can adopt families online. The new system will allow more children in need across the country to be reached. We have a link to sign up for Operation Santa on our website, wishtv.com. And the Colts are preparing to battle the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are 7-2 and lead in the NFC North, not to mention two-time MVP Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. After watching the Packers-Jaguars game Sunday, head coach Frank Reich admits the Colts will need to give it their all this weekend. Jack Doyle still remains in concussion protocol this week. Kamoko Turi is back on the active roster after being out with an ankle injury. You can get ready before the game with Wish TV. Countdown to kickoff starts at 11 o'clock Sunday morning. It's the only one-hour Colts pregame show in the state. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway, online at wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
This episode of News 8 Daily 8 is presented by Downtown Indy.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.
allindianapodcastnetwork.com.